back to Guitarmonies Part 9, Harmony, and in this case we are playing a harmony to the melody that we played in the first video. And what's interesting is that we're using some open strings in both parts, so we're actually creating some harmony within each guitar part, and then both those guitar parts together create kind of this big, kind of bigger sound, big swirling epic kind of harmony. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start by playing a sixth harmony underneath, and that's where we're going to kind of live at first. So if you remember from the melody video, melody slid into a G sharp. Well, we're going to slide from a D sharp into an E. We're going to start here, same string as the where the melody started. We're starting on our 4th fret B string, and we're sliding with our open E string being played above these notes. We're sliding from D sharp into our E. So that's on our 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And if you remember, we're playing rhythmically the same thing, so we're syncopated the same way. We're going to slide into that E and then drop back down to the D sharp to the C sharp. So first 3 notes with the E ringing over. 2, 3, 4. And now if you remember, there was movement in the melody part. We're going to play underneath these that bend. Remember, we had the bend on that note, the D sharp to the E. We're going to play, it's going to be a B slid up a whole step to a C sharp. And here you can play the open B above that, but it could create a little bit of some messiness and some muddiness in the track. So at your discretion, but you're going to slide from the B to the C sharp, and then G sharp, which is on our 6th fret of the 4th string. So let me back up. I'll play the harmony part just like we were matching to the melody. So 2, 3, 4. Again, 2, 3, 4. You heard that time I had that B ringing open, and you can hear it kind of create some dissonance there, which is kind of cool if you're going for it. So that's our first part. Okay, so now we're going to get to the kind of that fast 16th note part that we're playing over the kind of countrified part, the one down here. We're going to get a harmony over there. So what's interesting is that we're going to start out as a 3rd harmony above those notes. So first 3 notes we're going to play are going to be 4th fret, 5th fret, and 7th fret. And we're going to hammer on, we're going to play the 4th fret and hammer on to the 5th and 7th. And that's going to create a 3rd harmony above that open B, C sharp, and D sharp. We're going to keep working our way up and play with our middle finger on the 4th fret of the E string. And now it kind of gets a little trickier because we got to play, we got to kind of keep this consistent. We're going to still be playing thirds over this for a little bit longer. If you remember from the melody part, we went. And so what we're doing here is we're going to stick to that to a degree where we're playing those thirds, but then we're going to kind of diverge a little bit. So we've got 4th, 5th, and 7th on the B, up to the 4th fret. We're going to play 5th fret and then pull off to the 4th on the high E. So 7th fret on the B. So okay, so we're working our way up in this this harmony part. So far we have, and then we've got we're gonna stick to the thirds on top of the F sharp, the G sharp, F sharp, E. So we've got. Now we're gonna jump up to the high B, play B, A, G sharp. So 7, 5, 4 on the high E. Pinky on the 7th fret B string. A, G sharp, so we're just kind of backtracking the same way we did here. Rhythmically it's the same. I'm going 7, 5, 4 on the E, 7th fret on the B, back to 5, 4 on the E. I'm pulling off 5 to 4, 7th fret, and then G sharp on that high E. So now this is where we're going to kind of diverge. We're going to kind of go away from the third, and we're going to do a descending walk up and then back. I know it sounds kind of confusing, but it'll make sense once we get there. 7th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret on the B. So this is going to finish our third kind of traditional harmony as we're matching that kind of open string country lick. 7, 5, 4, all picks and then pull off. And then as this part's happening, the part that we're talking about is over this part. What we're doing is we're going to descend, go right back up those notes, and we're going to continue through the G sharp A and then to the high B on the E string. So then we're going to end an octave lower on the B, 4th fret on the G string. So this part is working over this. We're here. Sorry, wrong last note. And that B is going to work over the G sharp, and we're going to end on this major third harmony. So, okay, so let me just play through what we have so far, starting with this part to slide into the E. So 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster, 2, 3, 4. Well, I ended on the wrong note there. Last part. That's right. So again, we've got that descending, and then that octave jump. Well, the harmony part continues to match the melody. Then we go back to the original, the hook from the beginning, and then we do this picking walk up. So we're going to now jump away from the 6th like we were playing, and now we're going to go back to a third above, and we're going to be playing straight out of the E major scale. So I'll kind of break those notes down. We're starting on 7, and we're going to play on the A string and D string the same pattern. Alternate picking, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 11. Just like that. Then we have a little position shifting, 8, 9, 11 on the 3rd string. Another position shift, G sharp, A, B on the high B string. And that's going to be 9, 10, 12. So far. And then remember, when we got to the top of the melody part that was played lower, we did a hammer-on pull-off. It was here. And if you remember, we walked. We're going to match that very closely. We're going to stay a third above first. So we're going to play 9th fret to the 12th fret, hammer-on pull-off. 12th fret with our 4th finger, back to the C sharp on the 9th fret, and then we're going to go 12, 9, pull off, 11 on the 3rd string, back up to the 9th fret, which is going to be an F sharp to a G sharp, respectively. So from the high part, just like that. Then we're going to play 11, 9 on the 3rd string, which is a G sharp, F sharp to an E, C sharp on the D, also the 11th fret, and then we're going to slide down a half step, which is going to create kind of a really unique sound over the B. It creates this major third. So step back into the E, and essentially the notes we're creating at the end are going to be B over D sharp, and then a G sharp over E. Oops, sorry, not right there. So the notes what we're creating are B over C sharp, and then G sharp in the bass, E, E in the top. So let me pick through that. This is walking from the 7th fret all the way up, and then rounding this whole crazy little harmony part out. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to play it through one time all the way through slowly so you can kind of stick with it and lock it in. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. Alright, well there you have it. That is the harmony part to the melody that we played. And remember, this was kind of crafted to be like a solo where you had kind of a signature part that we went back to, and you had kind of converging and diverging harmonies that were either a third above or a sixth below. And hopefully you learned that you can play both, and maybe in some new positions, in some cool ways that you can kind of draw out those harmonies and those characteristics in music. So anyway, I hope to see you in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye.